Alright, y'all. So we're back with another episode today. Just want to put a disclaimer out. This episode, I didn't have my microphone guy out there or my camera guy. You know, schedules were kind of changing. But long story short, just want to put a disclaimer. There's some wind sound on there, so you know, bear with us for this episode. I have a whole team set up right now that we're gonna literally just go out and start filming these a lot more professionally. You know, have a couple camera angles and have some better microphones and everything. But this is a disclaimer for this one, and here's the first episode, y'all. Alright, what's up, y'all? So it was a little bit too loud up in there. It's a tight little area. They still have everything kind of spread out because of COVID and everything. So yeah, I didn't want to do like the whole review because I'd be talking like this. I don't think y'all trying to make me talk. Yeah, I don't think y'all want to hear me talk like that. But yeah, so that way I can talk out a little bit more. I just went up the street, this little park, but let's look at these tacos right now. I got a good variety of tacos for y'all. I got one de asada, one de pastor, one de carnitas. I got one de CABEZA, and I got one de BIRRIA for you. First things first, we got the asada right here. This is the BIRRIA one, you can tell. And then we got the carnitas right here. Looks fire. On this foil plate right here, focus on this. So we got right here, we got the pastor, and then we got the cabeza right here. Damn. So I had a special guest coming with me today. Schedules changed and everything like that, but today it's a solo review. So we're gonna get this. I'm about to pour some red salsa and a little bit of green and some lime on these tacos. Put them on all of them, that way I can just taste them all. So first and foremost, these limes are like bomb. I don't know if you ever been in some taco spots. They got like those limes that just aren't ripe enough, and they're like squeezing all of them. You gotta do like 4 or 5 little slices. These motherfuckers are like nice and juicy. So props to them wherever they get their limes from. But let's get into the real deal. For the general people, here you go. This is the asada. Not gonna lie, this shit's really heavy. The tortillas are like perfectly like molded. Like they're not like too thick and like soggy or anything like that.
Pause! What is that?
Oh shit. Like they have the 2-layer, but it's like kind of crispy. Pretty bomb. I'm gonna try it out. Holy crap. That's some bomb ass asada. I'm just gonna try the meat itself real quick. Wow. That is just so good. That is really good. So side note, back in the day, well, when I was like a little kid, so my mom would actually go and ask my dad all the time to come get some tacos de la Michoacana. So when I heard tacos from la Michoacana, like when I was growing up, I always just knew that this one spot right here. And this spot's been open forever. And I remember it being like everyone from the area kind of like still goes there or has gone there before. There was a point that like they start like downgrading their stuff. Like I remember one time they had a B on their thing. And that when they had a B, that's when mom was like, oh no, we're not eating there.
Fuck this shit, I'm out.
But you know, that was like back in like 2008 though. So let's keep that in mind. So they've obviously went through enough that they've like kept their quality up. Literally, I didn't even know there was other like Michoacana spots until like I moved. I started getting older, but my mom used to always fucking recommend this spot, and these were like my childhood tacos. So that's a little side note for y'all. This asada right here is so. All right, I'm taking another bite so I can give a better review. Hold on. Oh god. You can tell the meat's like marinated. It's not like super like, you know, sometimes it's on the grill and it gets like dry and stuff like that. There's some places that they make the meat, but it's so fucking juicy. Like even when it's cut up and everything, it's like you bite it, even without the salsa, it's so juicy. And you could, I put salsa on all of them. The meat is just so juicy. Like this is one without salsa. And that was the burnt part. It has so much flavor. We have like a lime flavor to it too. I don't know. The way they prepare the asada, marinate it, super fire. So, the place is called Carnitas Michoacana. Everyone, this is the Carnitas right here. Yo, not gonna lie, I put salsa on it, but you can't really see it. Literally, you can see like, if you know good Carnitas, it's like a mixture of like, you see some like crispy spots, you see some like juicy spots. That's like a perfect mixture. Let's try this guy out. Carnitas right here. Wow. Alright, hold up. I'm not gonna hype it up too much though, because I don't feel the juiciness as I felt with the asada. It's still juicy though. Carnitas is usually a little bit more dry too, so keep that in mind. You can really taste that the meat is fresh. It's a weekend. I'm trying this on a weekend, on a Sunday, and it's like maybe like noonish. That you can just tell it's quality. And for not having to go to an actual like taco stand or anything like that, you can't really go wrong. We're in a crossover. Run it back, turbo. Run it back, turbo. Alright, so next to asada, there's always usually like, if you don't like asada or whatever, the best other thing is pastor. I know some fire ass spots that have pastor, so I'm gonna be very judgmental on this one. Alright, we're about to try the pastor ones. You can tell they have they got like some grilled onions on here. I pretty much just see grilled onions. I don't see any pineapple. Probably just the style, but I'm not gonna lie, it kind of looks a little bit like moldy, you know, like moldida. Looks a little bit like that, a little bit extra sauced up. Probably didn't help that I put some sauce on it. I'll do the sauce review in a bit. So it's very like saucy, very wet, moisture. I mean, you know how I said our other ones are a little bit dry, and does it sound weird that I'm being like, hey yo, these are a little bit too moisturized, whatever. But nah, I feel like the sauce is like overpowers like the whole texture of the meat. There's some pastor tacos that like make it like just good enough, and they're like thick and shit. You know, the way they cut it and everything. This looks like they probably cut it, marinated it, left it a while or something, but it wasn't as freshly cut or anything. Pastor taco, a little mid. I probably wouldn't get it again. Another side note, y'all. I don't really eat cabeza. I don't eat lengua. I'm not really a big fan. But since I'm starting this whole series, I have to try new things. I'm willing to do it. So I can't give you the best review from like other places I've tried, but I will give you my honest review from. So we're about to try the cabeza. Before I even try it though, not gonna lie, the meat looks really good. It doesn't look like it's been dry or like, you can tell it's really fresh. You probably go really ham on it, but try it. So the presentation, this is probably great cabeza for a lot of people that like it. I think I just might not be a big fan of the meat in general because it tastes like stew meat, like, you know, meat they put like caldos and stuff. Texture, everything. I mean, it looks great. Honestly, I might have to. I'll run it back again. Run it back, turbo. Some justice onto this taco. So you could tell that like the meat is like really looking juicy. I mean, the moisture of it tasted like amazing. I really think it's just like the meat in general. Like it might just not be my favorite thing. So it is the hardest thing for me to review. But I tried to cabeza at the last review. Nothing close. It doesn't taste like asada. But this is like a whole. You can tell it's a whole vibe. Honestly, probably a fan favorite. But me personally, I cannot give that. I mean, I think I'm gonna probably stop reviewing cabeza. Probably try a different meat for y'all. So the next one, I'll try like lengua or some shit instead. But mid. I mean, it's probably great, but like I said, for me, personally, like what I crave for, not my favorite. People that like CABEZA, this is probably might even be one of their favorites. So I don't want to diss it too hard. So I will stop giving reviews on CABEZA because unless I get recommended that I have to try it, then I might change my mind. This is, oh, we have one more. Ooh. Alright, we got the birria taco. Probably the worst thing to leave it to last because it's the most moisturized. But, I mean, I'm not gonna lie, it doesn't look like the most moisturized. But, it's in a soft taco, so this be nice. So we got this bad boy right here. Got the birria tacos. I'm excited for this guy. So, if you know about birria, you know that there is birria made with there's birria made with beef and there's birria made with goat. This one right here is a beef one. I wanted to see if it was good because we're gonna do a whole another episode and other episodes on just birria specifically. So we're gonna have a whole this one right here to see if we could even put it on the list or not. A little dry. So I get very specific when it comes to this. This is definitely if I was close by, I would order it if I'm craving birria. I want some birria tacos and go there. I'll get it if it's close by. But to say that I'm gonna go out of my way to get this taco specifically, cannot say that. Kind of been. I did talk a lot before I ate this one, so probably the driest out of the most juiciest one. When it comes to juiciness, I need all that flavor. I need all. Hard shell tacos make it a lot better for these to keep all that juice, but for a soft shell taco, can't complain. I will definitely finish this one. Take a bite of this asada that's left because there's like nothing left. The carnitas was fire. I wasn't a big fan of the cabeza. That's just on me though. And the pastor, probably the most mid one out of all of them. So I told you guys I was gonna do a salsa review. Yo, I mean I used it all, but there's still like a little bit left of the red. So the red, pretty hot. Not like super hot, but if you put like the regular amount, you're gonna feel the kick. I think they have some extra salsa too. They were still making in the back, so I didn't want to wait. At least you know that they make the salsa fresh. It tasted really good. You know it's good when the red has some flavor. The green had its own flavor too, but I would still give the salsa out of like 10. I'll still give it like a 6. It's not, you know, with some salsa there's like, oh hold on, I need to have it, but it's not one of those. Can't complain. Next, all right, so we're gonna give this with everything. Salsa, the quality, even the inside, you know, everybody was pretty friendly. You know, nobody really spoke English like that, so you kind of had that vibe. So as long as you know, some people would be like, oh, they're being rude or whatever. It's like, bro, the homie just can't understand you. So chill. But yeah, literally, out of everything, the quality of the meat, and it being like a spot that you could just walk into and not have to like wait till 5-6 p.m. for them set up and everything. I'm gonna give this spot an honestly between a 7 and an 8. It might be a solid 8. I'm gonna give it like a 7.7, 7.8, and I'm gonna reflect on it and I'm gonna give you guys the honest review. But right now, that's what it's feeling like. Hey yo, alright, so that was our first official episode. Alright, so final review. Final round. After reflecting on everything, so I'm gonna give this spot a 6.5, alright? Reason why it's 6.5, the only reason why I could give it like a similar high score is the asada. Literally the asada literally is the place to go for this spot. The Carnitas is what their title's name is for, or at least with the title, you know, the whole Michoacan Carnitas. But the asada is what you want to get there. Because of all the other meats and like, you know, I wasn't so favorable as you can see. That's the only reason why I could give it a 6.5. If the carnitas matched the same as the asada and if the pastor was like fire in some point, I would give it like a 7. They got a high score just for having really good quality meat and for being like that fast and that available at any time. So we're gonna give this spot a 6.5 and we'll see y'all next time.